How's it going, collectors? Today we are going to check out one I've been waiting for forever, a quarter scale custom Gorr the God Butcher statue, just in time for the upcoming movie. This is just a issue of 4/1. I think it's a variant with Gorr on the cover. It didn't come with an art box, so we'll just get straight to the statue. Let's go. All right, so the first box just had one section. Here you have, let's go through the portraits first. You got 3 different portrait selections. This one was with the hood on. The portrait looks good. The tentacles go in here. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Nice textures on the hood. Nice details on the face. Looks good. Then you have another portrait here. Let's move that. Got the hood down, kind of growling. Tentacles go in the back there. Hood kind of drifting off. Real nice textures, real nice detail. You see the symbiote coming up all over his body, kind of taking control of him. Put that down. Let's check out this last one. And this is very pissed off Gorr. Detail on the teeth look great. Nice textures again. See in the back where the tentacles go. Nice texture on the hood. That is probably the portrait I'm gonna use. I like the hood one, but I like the scowl on his face here. That's pretty nice. All right, and this is one of Gorr's berserkers that he can create, and they actually have a part of him in them. So anytime Thor killed one, Gorr could feel it. And Gorr actually set an army of these loose in the future on on old King Thor, when he was the last person on Earth and in Asgard. And every day he would fight thousands of these things until he couldn't fight anymore, and they would take him and put him back on his throne until he rested and had to fight again. And he did that every single day, which is nuts. But they're pretty powerful. I love the detail on these nails. It has the same detail and paint on the elbow there. That is very cool. This thing is huge. I mean, this could be a statue all on its own. The paint on the eyes looks real nice too. I don't know how that went in there. I'll just put it here for now. And this is the very, very cool base, if I can get it out of here. Oh boy. This thing has a story all the way around it. I know that looks like Odin, but that is old King Thor. And you got Gorr. And you got young Thor. And you got Loki. And that is the very young Thor, before he was worthy. That's the first Thor that fought Gorr back in, I guess, Viking era. And Gorr almost killed him if it wasn't for the Vikings saving him. And then you have sticker. Very nice. Very heavy. All right, let's check out the second one. All right, this first layer on the second box. Oh no, actually this is the second layer on the second box. Not too busy, you just have part of his cape. The crazy thing about this cape with this character with Gorr is that none of this is actually real. I mean, as far as like a fabric cape, everything that was on him is manifested by the Necro Sword. It's basically symbiote. Here's another part of the cape. I think this drenches down over the base. This is actually pretty heavy. That's pretty cool. And then here is his body. Oh, that is awesome. Look at the toes on this guy. Yeah, I know we were all hoping Christian Bale looked like this, but I'm still gonna give it a shot. I already got my tickets for Thor, so whatever. The nails look cool. Nice texture on the nails, nice and smooth. The texture on the legs is different. Look at the muscle definition. Vascularity is cool, not too much. You can see where the necro sword is affecting his body. All this print is from the necro sword. That's not his natural skin. It kind of has consumed him and taken over his body. This piece actually keys into his chest and goes between his legs. I'm glad they shipped it like that because I never would have figured that out. All right, that's the second one. Let's do the last one. All right, so this is the top layer of the second box, and this one, as you can see, is pretty damn busy. So I'll start off with the bad news. I actually ended up with a breakage here. I thought that this was actually two pieces, and it ends up that the sword, the necro sword, is actually broken, but I got with the commissioner and he's already on it, getting me another one. So good people, so I'm not worried about it. It happens. Let's check out this hand. Creepy as hell. Nails like the toes. Muscle definition is real cool. Symbiote going down his hand. That is very nice. Let's check out the second one. So that is, this one was a left, this one is a right. This is one that reaches out rather, and you can see the symbiote necro sword forming out his hand. Oh, I didn't even notice that coming out of the bottom too. That is creepy as hell. Muscle definition is great on that. The textures are real great too. That's cool. And you saw this one that is actually broken. I'll show you it was supposed to be holding the necro sword up, but hey, happens. Don't cry over spilled milk. Here you have the second arm for the berserker. Nails outstretched, elbow with that same texture as the nails. A flat, a matte color. Nice. All right, I'm not gonna pull all these tentacles out, but if you look here, all these are different variations of the tentacles that you can put on the different portraits. This is just another piece of cape. Lots of switch outs. This is actually Mjolnir's handle, which I forgot to show you guys. The handle is in the base. I'll show you when I do the close-ups. And then this is obviously the sword I'm gonna have to use, which is pretty cool anyway. This is the necro sword coming out of his hand, and that's how it forms. The symbiote comes up his arm, and he can pretty much form any weapon he wants. When he first got it, one of the first things he did is formed a suit of armor so he could fly through space with the necro sword. So it can form any weapon that he thinks of. It's pretty much just like what Hela had in Ragnarok. So that's real cool. All right, let's put them together. All right, so let's put them together. I've already got the base and body set up. Remember, this piece keys in here, and it was already packed in, keyed in with it, with the body. So I'm not gonna bother that because you got to slip it through the leg and all this other stuff. So first thing I wanna do is put this big one on. And that keys in down here. Drapes over the actual ground part of the base, the rock part of the base. This is a little tricky key. There it is. And then it also keys in up here once you get it in into his back. And there's a second piece. This one was really tricky. It goes down past the leg, right alongside the leg, and keys right into his chest. And then this one goes into his back, right beside the other one. And then you have this one goes right next to that. You got to kind of lift this up, put that in, and then put this one back, and it kind of layers on top of it. And that's that. And then the berserker actually which is cool. I didn't realize that till I saw it. The berserker keys in here, but it's like he is coming out of the cape, which goes right along with the theme of the necro sword. So if you see, I'll show you in close-ups, but this is his cape, and the berserker is coming out of the cape, being manifested out of the cape. That's a really cool concept. And here's the berserker's arm. Keys in there. And we'll try this first portrait. That is very cool. Let's let's try the arm with just the necro sword manifesting coming out of his fingers. And then I only have one option for the left hand because the other one is broken. So that left hand will just do. And that's that. That's one option. And that is extremely cool. I'm really undecided on which portrait I'm going with. I really like this one. I like the face he's making on that one. All right, so then let's try that with the actual necro sword. I might not be able to pose this in my display with that sword sticking out so far. Let's try that with a different portrait. I'm gonna save the hooded portrait for last. Oh, get in there, buddy. So this one I think actually goes with this arm because he's looking down the length of the sword. And that's very cool as well. But I kind of like he's looking straight down the blade. If you look up the blade, he's looking down at presumably Thor. And let's try the hooded one. And I might, one of the tentacles is trying to come out. Okay, there it goes. I might end up having to pose him without the necro sword because of a display size. And there's the hood. And that is what you call badass. So let's get some measurements on him because he is big. So bottom of the base to the very top of his head is about 29 inches. So that's tall. The base itself is circular, so it's the same all the way around. It's only about a foot, a little bit less than a foot, but the depth with the berserker and the top part of this extended cape is like 21 inches. And then when you throw in the necro sword sticking out so far, I had to duck. With the necro sword sticking out, you're looking at about 25 inches. So I'm gonna duck the sword. So let's see how wide he is with just the outstretched hand. So that's a little bit less than whatever the width of the berserker was. So I'm probably gonna end up having to display him like that, but that's still cool. So yeah, I'm real happy with that. So This looks great, man. And I forgot to show you guys Milner is sitting here. I'll show you in close-ups. And yeah, let's get those close-ups right now. Let's go. All right, I'm not sure if you can even see me, but I wanted to show what he was going to look like posed with old King Thor, and he looks pretty damn awesome. So I'm real happy with this. I waited a long time for this. I know the commissioner caught hell because the shipping and the factory had the issues or whatever, but it's definitely worth the wait. Even with my broken arm, it's still worth it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, hit like and subscribe. I'll get some more content out as soon as I can. But until then, keep collecting and I'll do the same. Peace.
Two cricket thumbs up.